Hi guys, Miss Solomon here from thedatingtruth.com. I want to share a really powerful piece of information with you. There are so many singles that I speak to who are really frustrated about their dating life and the experience that they're having in dating. And I want to let you know something very important. Finding love is like running a marathon. You have to go through the steps of what it takes to actually sign up for that marathon, train for that marathon, run that marathon, complete that marathon. Okay? It's a process. So many people are just waiting in this lottery lifestyle. Love is not a lottery. It's not something that you just win or something that just happens to you. And when you look around and you think that love is just happening to people, it's not. That's like saying health is just happening to people. We are all born somewhat healthy. But whether you get sick, whether you get a disease, whether you break a bone, all these things happen to you, and it's not luck. You have to be intentional about your life. So when you want to find love, I'm not talking about go on a thousand dates. I'm not talking about getting into a relationship. I'm talking about finding love. This is love that you can express to somebody else. This is deep felt love that you can have in your life from someone else. I'm talking about falling in love because you cannot have a healthy relationship with somebody else without the components of love there. Whether it's romantic love, whether it's just respect or adoration, the component of love has to be there in order for any relationship to be formed, in order for any bond to be formed. And so you cannot just go into dating with this superficial mindset as if love is just going to drop out of the sky and find you. It's not like that. So getting back to the marathon analogy, you have to understand that the first step to getting love in your life, the love that you want and deserve, is to decide that you want it. You cannot just say, I'm open for a relationship. If one came, it'd be okay. I'm not looking, but I'd be open to it. That doesn't work. Like this ambiguity in terms of what you really want out of your life, it's gonna it's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be stressful. And worse, it's just not gonna happen. So you have to be intentional and you have to decide, I want to meet the right person. That's all you have to choose. You don't have to say, I need to meet the love of my life. You don't need to say, I need a lasting relationship. You don't need to say, I want to get married or I want a boyfriend or a girlfriend or anything that distinctive. All you need to decide is that I want to meet the right person, because meeting the right person is the first step to getting everything that you want. And what happens is that single people, men and women, meet a lot of the wrong people, or they don't meet anyone, and then they feel frustrated. The first step is to decide that you want to meet the right person. And then once you have made that decision, you have to train yourself just like you would for a marathon every single day to understand what that looks like, who that person is, where that person is, how to get connected with that person. You can't just say, I want to meet the right person and then stay at home and then not take on opportunities. Life is not about luck, but there is an element of opportunity that creates success. So once you decide that you want to meet the right person, you need to get crystal clear on what that means and what that looks like. Now, the right person is somebody who wants what you want at the time that you want it. We meet a lot of people we're attracted to. We meet a lot of people that we find interesting. We can swipe left, swipe right. We can go on any dating app or online software and Match.com and eHarmony and all these places, all these platforms, databases of single men and women. But if you don't know what you're looking for, it's like going to Zappos, like online shopping. Unless you know exactly what you're looking for, you're never going to find it. So once you decide that you're looking for the right person, the next step is to get crystal clear on what that right person looks like. Now, in the Flirt Challenge, I put a step that allows you to create a psychographical sketch of this person. And that means recognizing their behavior, their mannerisms, their hobbies, their habits, things that actually equal them being the right person. Now, outside of being a willing participant, somebody that is eager and active in dating you, you also have to look for cues that they are the right person. And that can look like a lot of different things. So I didn't intend for this to be a long video, but I'm starting to realize that, this process should be broken down a little bit more in depth. But I just wanted you to get clear on taking that very first step, because that is the most important thing in this process. If you're going to meet somebody, if you're going to find love, if you're going to open your heart and your life to another human being, you have to make that step. You have to make the decision that you want to meet the right person, and you have to know that it's possible for you. So those two elements are really important, and think of this like a marathon. The one thing I've been telling myself is that you have to live your whole life. Okay, you cannot live just for the moment and just for the next moment. You have to live your whole life. And so when you are dating, when you're looking for love, start with deciding not only that you deserve it, but that you are looking for the right person. I want to meet the right person. That's it. That's so simple. And it's true. It's 100% true. There's no person I've ever met who would be opposed to meeting the right person. It's just their blocks and their experience and conditioning that says that person doesn't exist, or that person isn't real, or that doesn't have a clear enough definition in their mind for them to internalize what that is. But I'm telling you, the first step to getting exactly what it is that you want is to define that you want the right person. And this can be for anything, whether it's a job, whether it's a certain amount of money, whether it's a state of mind, a state of health. Like, you need to get clear and make that decision that if this was available to you, what is the thing that you would want the most? And that is to meet the right person, because that is all you need to get to the next step, which could be a relationship, which could be marriage, which could be lasting love. So make that decision today. I want you to declare it for yourself. And as always, just raise your right hand and say, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready for you to have this. And it was so important for me to get this message out. And I really hope that you take it on board. Decide today that you want to meet the right person.